Look at that. Wall Street is finally getting the karma that they fucking deserved. Like this video real quick if you guys enjoy watching the billionaires lose all their money. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today, it's a very funny day for me because 2 or 3 days ago I was going to make a video on why I pulled all of my stocks out because of like market manipulation, and I just don't like having my money into things that I don't fully control. And I was like, nah, that won't be a good idea. No one's going to want to listen to that. And 2 days later, what happens? The world's going crazy because of this Gamestop stock going crazy. So basically, like, there was a bunch of hedge funds that like were basically shorting all these stocks, and then I guess it started on a Reddit thread or something, and everyone realized, like, if you buy these stocks, people are gonna have to buy them back because they legally have to. So what happens the one time that the civilization, normal people finally pull exactly what like Wall Street's been doing to the stocks for decades? They shut down Robinhood, so now no one else can buy more stocks. And it's like, oh my god, this shit pisses me off, and this is the exact reason why I pulled all of my money out of the stocks. So for example, like not for example, but in November, probably, I think it was like October 28th or something like that. It was like 5 days before the election, and I was like, man, I don't know, like, I had 10 grand chilling in Robinhood and a bunch of different stocks, and it had been down for quite a while, and then it went up, and it was like, oh, everything's up like 20% today. I should literally just call my losses, because I thought when the whole election happened, I thought the world was going to go fucking ape shit, which it kind of did, but I thought it was going to go crazy and stocks were going to plummet like crazy. So I was like, I'm getting out while I have a profit, because who knows what's going to happen, and I still even think today and from now on, I'm not going in on any stocks unless like it's a stock in a company or something that I know, like I'll sell, like I'm currently selling like some stock in my company off Axis, not public though. I'm only selling to people that I trust and that I want to be into business with and like want to work with us. But coming back to this Robinhood stuff, it's just funny that the one time this happens to all the fucking billionaires, and now they're out of all this money. I can only imagine. This stock went from a few dollars to $370, something like that. And it's like unbelievable, because can you imagine if you have to pay back all of these stocks? What? I don't even know what percentage that is. That's an unbelievable percentage. That is for sure. That's like, imagine if you had $1 and now you got to pay back $1,000 per, at least $100 for every single one. You're like at 100%, 1,000% loss, maybe even more. I don't even know. But for those of you who don't pay attention to the stock stuff, I'm always kind of like really following this stuff, even though like it's way more fun for me to follow it now that I have no money involved, because like, I don't know, it's still fun to follow, to like know if I made a good call and got out. Like personally, I still think I made a good call, because I really think that the market is it's like it could just snap at any moment, like they printed so much money, and for me, I'm like, ooh, that's just something it's a disaster waiting to happen, and I like to control all of my money. That's why I took all of my money out of the stocks, and then I invested it all into my own footwear company. So that way, I have full control over it now. Like, I don't have to worry about market manipulation, and like, the only thing I got to worry about is when Nike comes to me and is ready to buy my company for $100 million. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. But it's amazing let me know in the comments down below if you guys follow these stocks, or which one is your favorite stock that you guys own, if you do own some stock. I would imagine some people, like, stocks are something that it's regardless if you don't want to invest into them, it's good to know about them, you know? It's good to know how everything works. And I got into stocks about a year ago when I was playing this game called, it's like Buy Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's called Get Out of the Rat Race or something like that. And we were learning how to buy stocks. And I was like, I gotta try this. And then fortunately, like right around that time was when like everything plummeted. And I was like, oh man, what better time to buy than now? It can't get any worse. So I bought a bunch of stocks, and then it got worse. It got much worse. In fact, my airline stocks pretty much never came back. And I was like, I bought like, I can't remember the exact prices, but I bought like American at, I want to say it was like $21. And I was like, there's no way it can go lower. And then it went way lower. And then it stayed at around $10. And I was like, great, I lost half my money. And then fortunately I got lucky and I invested into Tesla and Apple and freaking Spotify. I made so much money on Spotify because I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast live. I almost always listen to them live. I don't anymore because they're on Spotify, but I should because I made a bunch of money off Spotify. Anyway, so Joe Rogan mentions that they're switching exclusively over to Spotify, and a light goes off in my brain. I'm like, buy Spotify now, go all in. So I put $1,000. I think I actually put $2,000 on Spotify. Anyways, I ended up making around $3,000 in this whole ordeal. I ended up, Spotify went from like, I want to say it was like $150 a stock. I can't remember the exact number because it was like 6 months ago. And it literally like almost doubled. And then I was like, oh, what should I do? And then I bought more, and then it went up even more, and then I was like, damn, should I hold? And I was like, yeah, I'll hold. And then Kim Kardashian signed some exclusive deal with them, and then it went up even more, and then I was like, I'm pulling out. Like, I'm the kind of gambler that if I put in $5 and I get $10, I'm out. I'm like, hell yeah, I doubled. I really hate gambling, but I don't know. Today I just wanted to kind of talk about that because it's so interesting, and this is the exact reason why. Because the big guys are never going to let the little guys win too much, you know? It's like the casinos in Vegas, this is a perfect example. The casinos in Vegas are never going to let everyone profit, you know? Not everyone's going to start winning, and the moment they do, they're going to go out of business. So this is exactly what's going to happen, is I feel like Wall Street's not going to let it happen. They got too much money. They're going to shut down Robinhood or whatever. This is what happens, you know, when billionaires control everything. And man, I've been saying it like, guys, united we stand, divided we fall. You're always seeing the media tear both sides of the country apart, you know? They're always trying to put everyone against each other because if everyone is divided, we are not going to stand together. But when you see things like this happen, it's like finally, like and then you see the media trying to smear it as if it's a bunch of Trumpists doing this. Come on, guys. Like, this isn't Trump people doing this. This is everyone coming together. Like, I know a bunch of people who voted for Biden that are, like, all about the Gamestop stock and, like, bought into it. Like, this is just classic the media trying to split the country apart. Guys, think about the bigger picture of what the country, or what the media is doing. And just come together, guys. Like, stop tearing your brothers and sisters apart because they voted for Biden or they voted for Trump or something, you know? I personally I've sided with both parties in different things, and I declare myself as someone who's completely independent. I am going to think of every single basically everything as a different topic, you know? I'm not going to be like, oh, this is what the left thinks, oh, this is what the right thinks. Like, I think some things are good and some things are bad on both sides. Anyways, I'm not going to get into politics, but I had to talk about that because it was so interesting and it was such good timing. I should have made my video 2 days ago. Then I could have predicted this. Anyways, alright, thank you guys for watching. I got to drop off my car today, getting the roof rack fixed. We will see you guys in the next one. Like this video if you guys enjoy seeing billionaires lose a bunch of money, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace.